See, when we start really understanding attraction, we start really growing accountability. Because in that accountability, we start to understand that relationships highly sits upon active reflection or active mirroring. And so when you understand that, then we can start to go a little bit deeper and begin to dissect the understanding inside ourselves that when we talk about reflections, there's certain things that we're going to respond to inside each other. One is the traits. The traits I recognize inside myself, I'm going to recognize that inside you. The traits that I don't value, I'm going to show that I devalue that inside the other person, right? Or I'm going to be opposed to it. Um, the things I harmonize with in life, I'm going to easily recognize that inside you, what you harmonize with, right? What I like or dislike is going to be recognized inside me, and I'm also going to recognize that inside you. All right. What I consistently project in life or what I initiate in life, the actions that I take, the actions I'm always sparking, it's easy for me to recognize in somebody else what they project and what they initiate in their life. Okay. So when we begin to understand all that, we begin to really start to look more at ourselves and begin to understand how we can dissect and understand the level of our attractions. Okay. When we talk about the level of our attractions, then we can start understanding what's driving us, right? What's driving the patterns that we might be experiencing in our lives. We can, it can help us understand what type of mindsets that we're constantly inviting into our lives. Because when we start to understand some of these basic things that we're resonating with from a reflective sense, then we begin to have understanding. Once we begin to have understanding, then we can begin to grow peace. We can grow harmony, and we can find ourselves to increase our ability to be able to have an interplay in how we begin to mesh and create around it, around each other's intention. Okay, so it's sometimes some things is not as sexy when you hear it, but I mean, it just is what it is. You know, we just can't escape. We just can't escape the reflective factor inside relationships. We can't escape the mirroring effect. So I find out that those of us that's constantly trying to avoid that are the ones that are suffering, or the ones that are more in frustration inside relationships. I find, see me start evolving and getting older, you start to realize people are more, very content in life. They got good, solid relationships, whatever dynamic that they're in. The ones that are really cool and they flowing and moving in life, doing what they need to do, they're at peace with their reflections. They understand their reflection. They understand the reflection that they're receiving from their relationships and that they're bringing to it, and that was coming back to them. And they're totally at peace, or at peace with most of it. And so, because the more peace, the more they can move fluid, right? More fluidly in life without a lot of disruptions coming from the relationship part of their life, which then it shows how they show up in other areas of their life in their pursuits. You know, you begin to wear who you are very well in life.